What's happening, guys? Scott Bancroft here. Welcome back to another video. In today's video, I'm going to be telling you a super easy way to remove objects in Adobe Lightroom. A few videos back, I put up a video on how to remove objects in Photoshop. But for those of you that only have Lightroom, but it's either the free version on your mobile device or your computer just can't handle both programs, here's the tutorial for you. In this video, I'm going to try and remove a tourist from a photo I took on a road trip down to the Milford Sound when I went to Queenstown last year. So let's dive on into Lightroom now and let's give it a go. So you can see now, I've already done a couple of edits on this photo. It doesn't look like your standard raw flat photo that comes straight out of camera. So to show you what it looked like before, I'm just going to press the / key to give you an idea. And you can see it's quite hazy as well as quite desaturated. I'm not going to show you exactly how I edited this photo, but I'll give you a rundown on the basic settings so you have an idea to where we are now when we start removing this tourist on the right hand side. Pressing / key again, I can bring the photo back to its current state with all the edits applied. And I've done a bit of playing around on the basic panel just with the highlights and shadows, whites and blacks. I've brought that dehaze up to remove some of that mist in the area, and I've brought that vibrance up like I always do with all my photos. I've done a bit of tweaking on the tone curves and the HSL sliders as well, really to get the colors to exactly where I want it. When we come down to the vignette section, you can see I've actually put a vignette around the border of the photo to draw your attention into the photo. The vignette is supporting the leading lines caused by the mountain range as well as the reflections that draw you to the far end of this lake. Because the vignette section's at the bottom of the development panel, I'm always going to put that on last. So if I go back to a photo and see that I want to hide a few objects like this tourist, I'm going to hide that vignette by pressing the little domino slider at the top left hand corner of the panel. I don't actually know if it's called the domino slider, but it looks like a domino, and if you click it, it hides the vignette. The reason I hide the vignette is because I want to make the spot removal adjustments on a clean photo. I don't want to be fighting with the vignette. So by hiding it, then reapplying it later will also help mask out some of those blurry edges. So I've gone and zoomed onto this tourist 2 times the normal size, and I'm going to be pressing the spot removal tool, which is the second from the left in this tool panel, and the hotkey for it is Q. You'll notice it'll bring up its own little panel with brush settings for the size, the feather, and the opacity. Whenever I'm about to remove an area, I like to make the brush size a little bit bigger than the area that I'm covering. That allows for a nice soft feather to come in onto the edges and blend it real nice. So to adjust the brush size, you press the open and closed square bracket keys. I like to keep the feather between 40 and 60, that gives a nice soft border without creating too much opacity around the edges. Whenever I'm removing objects such as tourists or construction items from a landscape, the opacity is always 100%. I don't want any little bits of that original photo leaking through. But if you want to remove objects like wrinkles, bring that opacity down just a little bit so it doesn't look completely fake and plastic. So let's go now and start removing this person. Because it's not a clone stamp tool like Photoshop, I'm going to remove it piece by piece. That way Lightroom doesn't have a complete heart attack with what it's trying to do. I'm going to start with this person's head. You can see the cursor has become a circle within a circle. The outer circle is the outer edge of the brush and the inner circle is where the feather stops. And as long as that inner circle is bigger than the object you're removing, you're going to have a nice clean removal. You'll also notice in the brush panel, you've got clone and heal. That's 2 different types of spot removal within Lightroom. Cloning is going to create an exact replica of the clone source where it's taking the pixels from. And the healing mode is going to blend it in a little bit nicer, but it can have a bit of trouble when you've got darker areas that you're trying to clone over. So switch between the 2 to find out which mode's going to work best for you. So let's brush over this person's head and see what it applies. And you can see now that the second circle has appeared. That's the source area. That's where it's going to be taking pixels from to replicate into where you've just brushed onto. And you can see Lightroom hasn't done a very good job. It's trying to replicate the man's pants. So what we're going to do is click that source area and just drag it to somewhere where it's appropriate, such as the shoreline on the far end of this lake. So now I'm going to speed edit through removing this person, and don't forget, if you are removing things from objects, check to make sure they're not producing a shadow and they're not giving reflections. We can see that there is a reflection of this person in the water. There is nothing worse than cleanly removing him and then still having his reflection in the photo. Alrighty, the speed edit's complete. We've removed the person as well as his reflection. And you can see there's a little bit of tint changes where the person was. It's not as powerful as Photoshop and having a clone stamp tool, but it does the job. All we have to do now is go select a brush or the hotkey K, just brush over those darker areas. And we're just gonna make an exposure adjustment to make the color look more natural. So there we are, we're lightly brushing over that person. And we're just going to boost that shadow up a little bit to even out where the water and the grass is. And then it's very much personal preference how much you do this and how neat you want it to become. If it's going to be a small little image that you're posting, you probably won't notice the little pixels around it. But if you're definitely printing this photo, take your time and go through it quite nicely. That way you're going to get the best results. And there we go, we can zoom out to fit the photo back onto the full page and we can see the entire photo. I'm going to reinstate the vignette that we took off earlier by pressing the domino button in the top left hand corner of the effects panel. And there you go, you can see that vignette also helps hide some of that masking. And now it's ready for export. I'm either going to export this as a landscape in its current size for printing, or I'm going to quickly crop it to a 4x5 portrait for a good Instagram photo. And that's about it for today. A very quick video on how to remove objects in Adobe Lightroom. If you like this video, hit that like button, subscribe if you're new to the channel, and I'll definitely see you in the next video.